Homeless. Straight homeless. Now I'm blessed, doing decent. 2019, 2020, all the way up to 2024, 2025 was a stretch, my nigga. It was a stretch, you know, that 5 years or something, you know. 2019, found out I was having a daughter. My girlfriend at the time was pregnant. I was still outside thugging, doing my thugging shit, acting up, you know, during that time. She found out she was pregnant. I was locked out. We spent like a couple months together maybe. So, you know, I had to do what I had to do to provide for that baby. But really I was just living selfishly, you know what I'm saying, thinking about myself, thinking how I can make a quick buck, you know. And I got jammed up on that shit. Got jammed up. Did about like 6 months in the county, that's about it. About 6 months, something like that. So I spent majority of her her pregnancy locked up. And we not together now, nothing like that. So I figured out I was having a daughter while I was in jail. So that was you know what I'm saying, that was what's up, but it is what it is. I got out. I ended up getting out, boom. I ended up having my daughter. Thank God I was there. I seen my daughter born. And I was still throwing my, you know what I'm saying, still stuck in my ways, you know what I'm saying? Still robbing and shit like that, still, you know, doing bad things. And I did this one little incident, one little time I did what I did one time, and I ain't get nothing. And I almost got jammed up again. And I said, mind you, I was homeless. We was homeless. I was homeless. I ain't had nowhere to go. I was at my homeboy crib. Praying to God, asking him like, please let this be the last time I do this, you know, find a way. And that was the last time I ever did that shit. Last time, bro. I ain't gonna speak on what I was doing, but that was the last time, bro. Cause I almost got jammed up again. And I just had my daughter, and I had just got out, and then it just won't work it out. I had to switch it up. And I was staying in my homeboy crib, me and my brother, my older brother, Manny. Free him, free my dog, man. He jammed up right now. But I was locked up with him. I was homeless with him. And we was staying at my homeboy crib. Shout out to my homeboy, CYT, man. And you know, it was in the basement, you know what I'm saying? Three dudes in the basement, it just wasn't really working out. So, but that's just all we had at the moment. But you know, me, I had to expand my knowledge, had to use my skills, my putting in my palm skills, and get out there and find somewhere to stay. So I met a few ladies, man. They know who they is. I met a few chicks. Really just like a couple of them. They held me down, you know, when I was fucked up. I ain't had nowhere to go, you know what I'm saying? And I was chilling at their house. Just a roller coaster, you know? And it started off as macking. Just needed somewhere to stay. And then that shit feelings started getting involved, you know what I'm saying? And it started getting draining on each parties. So like, but I needed somewhere to go, so I'm still trying to figure out life. I'm bouncing, trying to get jobs and shit, going to temp service, just trying to stay at a job. And then I finally, like 2020 came around, right? They was giving out that stimulus checks and that unemployment shit. Boom, I was getting that shit. And niggas was blowing they shit. They ain't had shit to show for it. Nigga, I bought a truck. I bought all type of shit, you know what I'm saying? And I was actually saving that shit. And that was my first time getting some legal money, like some decent, real legal money. And I saved up my first almost 10K off that shit, off unemployment checks. And I was getting $700 every 2 weeks. Nigga, I saved that shit up so fast, nigga. And check this out. I had got jammed up while I was still collecting benefits, but you gotta be on the phone to like verify. You know what I'm saying? Each time, I think like each month or some shit, you gotta verify. And I was fucking with a shorty at the time, and I had just met her, nigga. Nigga, she had all my money, everything. Shout out to her, man. She know who she is. I love you, girl. I never forget you. But she had all my money and everything, nigga. She ain't touch a dollar, nigga. Fit police towed my truck. I had to bond that out, get out, bond that out. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit going on during that time. But I had figured out how to save some money. So after that money was gone. You know, I ain't had no backup plan. After I done ran through all that money, you know what I'm saying, I had found another little swoop. Got into it with that. And bouncing back from mama we got evicted. Did I say that? We got evicted 2019. Right when my daughter was gonna be born, we got evicted. So all my family had to split up. All the people that was in the house, we had to split up, bro. And go our separate ways. Me and my big brothers, all, you know what I'm saying, my 2 little brothers. So my mama ended up getting a house in East St. Louis, like from her peoples or some shit, like her dad or some shit. And he ain't want us there. He ain't want me and my big brother there. Cause apparently we the reason why we got evicted from the house, the last house. But I don't believe that's true. We all play a part of that, but it is what it is. And so I couldn't really be there. I couldn't really be at that house. So it was kind of sad, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of, but my mom was still trying to make a little exceptions and shit. You know, I was just being hard-headed. I'd still be there and shit. I ain't had nowhere to go. Especially if I'm dealing with one of my hoes or something, we into it, they stressing me out, I come back home or something. See, I like to be far. I'm talking about hours away. I was dealing with shorties hours away or, hours away. Like, just out the way, man. Just ducked off. But that wasn't really working out for me. And my mom ended up finally getting her a house. And I stayed with my mama for like a year, maybe. This was just recent. This was just like up until fucking May, end of May this year, 2025. I was there for about a year, and I had worked at I was there for almost 2 years. Don't let me lie, almost 2 years. And I was working at Walgreens for 6 months, and I saved some money up. I saved some guap up. And that was my first time like working like a job for like 6 months. That was the longest I ever worked a job. I was there for almost 6 months. So that was, and money discipline was so crazy then, bro. I was saving every dollar I could get. Mind you, I ain't had no bills. I did have no bills, so that made it even more like better, you know what I'm saying, even more easier. But I was getting paid every 2 weeks. I ain't never seen a check over $1,100 or over a band. You know what I'm saying? So like, I was still making that shit happen. And once I realized I could do that, and how these niggas out here spending every check on shoes and shit, like I'm not a pocket watching type of nigga. But like, it just made me realize I'm different. You know what I'm saying? I'm different than a lot of folks out here. And that's why it's kind of hard to keep a girlfriend too, because they might not be on the same page. You know, they want everything right now, and once they get it, they want to spend it. And I like to build it up a little bit and then spend it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, short story long, we here, baby. We here. I moved out of my mama crib in May. End of May 2025, got my first apartment at 24 years old, bro. After all that macking and pimping and struggling and just getting by, It was hard times, bro. It was real hard times, but I wouldn't trade it for nothing, bro. Cause it's never a destination. It's never a destination. This shit don't stop until you stop. You get what I'm saying? So once I got the crib, man, I look back at them times like, man, I missed that shit. Like, I got it now. I got my crib now for sure. I'm forever blessed and I'm forever grateful. But like, what's next? That's how I be feeling. What's next? So I just need to sit back and be at peace. Just relax. And just soak up all this struggle, man. All this, you know what I'm saying, hurt, nigga. I'm talking about literally sleeping at parks and shit. Sleeping in abandoned houses with my brother. Nigga, my brother was really doing that shit, man. Cause we ain't here to talk about that, but I had to use the Mac. You know what I'm saying? I had to go out there and find a way, find shorties to let me come stay with you. You know what I'm saying? And then build that emotional connection. And now I'm in there. I'm not saying I use them, but hey, they use me. We use each other. How about that? You get what I'm saying? You know, I love them. It's forever some love. But man, had my daughter just bouncing back and forth trying to be a single dad, man. This shit been rough, you know what I'm saying? I spent a lot of days with my daughter, but I spent a lot of days gone from my daughter. Don't get me wrong. I can't say I was there majority of her baby life growing up. I changed plenty of diapers. I filled up plenty of bottles in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? I watched that little girl grow. She finna be 6 years old coming up in a couple days. Shout out to my baby, man. And just can't be more grateful for it, you know what I'm saying? Out of all the trials and tribulations, I still found a way. God still found a way to make it happen, you know? Make it happen. I was a little skeptical jumping out there, you know what I'm saying? But I had to jump off that porch, man. No more mama crib, no more, you know what I'm saying? No more none of that shit, man. I had to get out there. What you sniffing? And y'all can too. That's my message. Y'all can too. Just give it time. And one thing I can say out of all this shit is that fast money don't last money. Y'all better get y'all something knowledgeable and something. Do something legit, nigga. The feds ask you how you got this buku ass not on you, nigga, with no scale in the car, no bags of weed, no nothing, nigga, no guns, you know. And they wonder how you got it. Nigga, it's all legal money, nigga. I just like having it, nigga. Don't worry about it. That's the best feeling in the motherfucking world, nigga. Best feeling in the world. And if somebody do take that shit, they gotta deal with God. They might have to deal with me. You know what I'm saying? But shit, we blessed, man. Y'all blessed. Don't worry about nothing. Take it day by day, and just take y'all time. Take y'all time. Everything gonna work out. Everything gonna work out. Cause you might be struggling now. I know it was a time, like I said earlier, I know it was a time that you look back like, damn, man, you know, during the time you'll be like, I'm struggling like a motherfucker, like, damn, this shit suck. And once you get where you want to be, you will look back like, man, I miss them days, for real. So don't ever take shit for granted, man. Keep your chin up, bro.